The recent news that Dontaie Allen, a former Wildcats point guard and now a rising star at Wyoming, is actively involved in recruiting Obi Agbim to Lexington is a shining example of the power of connection and the influence that the blue and white legacy continues to exert. Dontaie Allen, who made his mark on Kentucky during his 3 seasons in Lexington, 2019 to 2022, not only maintains close ties to the program that helped him grow as a player, but also demonstrates a sense of belonging and loyalty to La Familia, a phrase he himself used in an Instagram comment, accompanied by a heart emoji and a GIF that directly references the Wildcats jersey. This seemingly simple gesture carries a lot of weight. It's a direct invitation to Obi Agbim, his current teammate at Wyoming, to seriously consider bringing his talents to Big Blue Nation. Obi Agbim, whose decision to enter the transfer portal has sparked a frenzy among the nation's top programs, is a player who combines skill, efficiency, and versatility into an extremely attractive package. Averaging an impressive 17.6 points per game, 3.4 assists, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.1 steals last season, he proved himself to be a point guard capable of impacting the game both on the perimeter and in the offensive setup. In addition, his accuracy on long-range shots, connecting on 43.7% of his three-point attempts, makes him a lethal weapon in a scheme that values spacing and constant movement. With Pope, who arrived at Kentucky with a clear vision of implementing a dynamic and adaptable system, the arrival of a player like Agbim could be a game-changer for the Wildcats. Pope, known for prioritizing high-volume tackles and creating opportunities for his players to showcase their best qualities on the court, would find Agbim to be a perfect complement to his style of play. The point guard's ability to stretch opposing defenses with his sharp shooting and tactical acumen would be a valuable asset to a team looking to regain its place in college basketball. But what makes this story even more special is the role Dontaie Allen played. His initiative to use his own experience at Kentucky as a way to attract Agbim to the program is a reflection of the pride and passion he has for the team that shaped him as a player and a person. Allen knows better than anyone what it means to wear a Wildcats uniform, face the sky-high expectations of one of the most passionate fan bases in the world, while at the same time having the opportunity to grow in an environment that values individual and collective development. Allen's effort goes beyond the technical or strategic. It is a demonstration of how the spirit of community and identity can be decisive in crucial moments like these. For Agbim, who is weighing his options on the transfer market, Allen's message could be a significant deciding factor. Knowing that a former standout player who has experienced the success and challenges of playing at Kentucky is personally invested in his arrival to the program could further strengthen Lexington's appeal over other options. The presence of Mark Pope as head coach adds another layer of appeal to the project. Pope, who has demonstrated his ability to rebuild and revitalize programs throughout his career, has the potential to create an environment that is conducive to Agbim's flourishing. His style of play, which emphasizes creativity and freedom within a well-structured system, seems to be a perfect fit for the point guard. The synergy between coach and player could result in a partnership that not only elevates Agbim's individual level, but also propels the Wildcats to new competitive heights. The competition for Obi Agbim's talent will undoubtedly be fierce. Traditional and emerging programs will be in the running, offering promise and guarantees of space and development. However, Kentucky's difference may lie precisely in this unique combination of elements: the program's legacy, the influence of figures like Dontaie Allen, the modern vision of Mark Pope, and the opportunity to integrate a winning culture that turns players into stars. If Agbim comes to the Cats, that would be very interesting. At the end of the video, I want to see you comment. Speaking of football and the NFL, in the case of the Kentucky Wildcats, Recent history shows us a team capable of not only developing technically prepared players, but also launching them onto the NFL's biggest stage with stories full of challenges, overcoming, and new beginnings. It is precisely this spirit that permeates the trajectory of Jamin Davis, a name that continues to echo behind the scenes of the Kentucky football program and now finds a new opportunity to shine in the Big Apple. Davis's arrival at the New York Jets represents more than a simple franchise transfer. It is a clear sign that the talent honed in Lexington still resonates in the minds of the league's executives. Although his time in Washington was marked by ups and downs, including a failed attempt to transition to the edge rusher position, the linebacker returns to the Jets with the mission of redefining their narrative. The club had already shown interest by claiming him at the end of 2024, and now, with an official contract, Davis has the chance to show that his skill and versatility can be key pieces for a defense that seeks to establish itself among the best in the league. It is impossible not to highlight the impact that his years in Kentucky had on the construction of this trajectory. It was during the pandemic season of 2020, when the world seemed to be paralyzed, that Davis emerged as an unexpected revelation. In his first season as a full starter, he accumulated impressive numbers: 102 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 3 interceptions. These feats, combined with his outstanding athletic ability, catapulted his name to the top of the NFL draft lists, culminating in his selection in the 19th overall position. For Kentucky fans, seeing a player go straight from tiny Lexington to such a high-profile selection was a source of pride, validating the meticulous work done by the program under the leadership of Mark Stoops, who, despite being the basketball coach, shares in the legacy of excellence built by the institution. However, as with so many young players, life in the NFL brought its own challenges. After a promising start in Washington, where he established himself as an undisputed starter and defensive leader, Davis saw his career take significant turns. The change in scheme and role within the team ended up exposing weaknesses in his adaptation, leading him to seek new horizons even before the end of his rookie contract. Now, with the Jets, he will have the opportunity to rebuild his identity on the field, probably returning to his roots as a traditional linebacker and exploring again what made him special since his college days. But Davis is not alone in this journey of former Kentucky players seeking stability and success in the professional world. Landon Young, another representative of the 2021 draft class, solidified his value by re-signing with the New Orleans Saints. His versatility along the offensive line, having played at virtually every position, has made him a reliable piece for the Saints, who did not hesitate to secure his stay. Meanwhile, Brandon Eccles, whose destination points to the Pittsburgh Steelers this offseason, continues to pave his way with consistency, while Zadarius Smith eagerly awaits a new opportunity after being released by the Lions, a situation that could bear fruit if there is a favorable contract renegotiation. These reports highlight something bigger than individualities. They reflect Kentucky's commitment to developing athletes ready to face the adversities of professional football. It's not just about producing instant stars, but also about creating resilient men who are able to take the lessons learned on the field and apply them at crucial moments in their careers. Whether on the offensive line, in the secondary, or at the heart of the defense, the Wildcats continue to make their indelible mark on the NFL. For Jamin Davis, this is a crucial moment. He arrives at the Jets at a time of uncertainty for the franchise, but also of potential transformation. With the pressure of justifying his status as a first-round pick and the responsibility of helping to shape New York's defensive identity, he has everything he needs to redeem himself and reaffirm his place among the greats to come out of Kentucky. If he seizes this second chance with the intensity and dedication that have always characterized him, there is no doubt that Davis will be able to write a new, successful chapter in his story, a chapter that will inevitably be celebrated by both Jets fans and loyal Wildcats followers. And of course, we wish him much success. Comment,